welcome back to my channel. In this video I will be doing an updated DIY iPhone case / iPhone 6 collection video, and I'm super excited. In my first video I showed you guys how you can use the resources that you have at home. I just want to say that when I made my first video I did not receive my iPhone yet, and it just came on the market, so a lot of the cases are pretty pricey and I didn't know if they would fit right or anything like that. So I used my materials wisely and I actually love them, and I use those cases to this day. It's just really fun to switch it up, and you can make literally as much as your heart desires with that method. If you're confused on what I'm talking about, I'll leave the link to that video down below so you can watch it if you'd like. But now that the iPhone 6 cases are accessible and very affordable, I don't mind buying them in the store or online or anything like that. But I must say, a lot of them just look so easy that I was just like, you know what, I can make this and I can share it with you guys. So I went ahead and did that in this video. A lot of my cases are inspired from Tumblr and Pinterest and just lots of popular websites that sell them. And honestly, I find a lot of enjoyment in making my own cases. But before I get into that, I want to show you guys the 3 cases that I did purchase. The first case is just a glittery case that has some water and stars and sparkles, and it basically just flows down like this, and I absolutely love it. You can find this on eBay or Amazon. The next case I purchased is from Abercrombie and Fitch, and it's just basically an abstract painting of some flowers that I think is just perfect for spring and summertime. The third case I purchased is from TopShop, and it's just a black pleather and gold detail kind of case. And it did have a gold plaque that said skinny dip at the bottom, and I was intending to glue it back on, but I lost it. So yeah, this has to do, and I'm pretty happy with it. Doesn't bother me. For the rest of my cases, I decided to do them myself. You can find solid white cases, and clear cases with color detailing on the sides also online. I'll make sure to leave all the information and materials that I used in the description box below, just in case I miss anything out. And I do speed through this video a little because I don't want it to be way too long. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I actually have some summer themed iPhone cases that I want to create. If you want to see that, thumbs this video up and let me know in the comment section below. And also, I want to thank you guys so much for the support and feedback that I got from my very first iPhone 6 collection video and DIY video. It has reached over 90,000 views, which is absolutely what? I still can't believe it. I'm so grateful and thankful, and thank you guys. That's amazing. So please, if you like this video, like it and share this video with your friends, your family, and definitely subscribe to see more videos from me because I love making them and I think they turned out pretty amazing. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Alrighty guys, now time for our paint splatter case. You're going to need a solid white case along with some spray paint, some alphabet stickers, and some nail polish and things like that. Once you have your stickers together, you want to pick a phrase. At first I was going to do live, laugh, love, but it didn't fit quite well on my case, so live life will have to do. And then you just want to make sure that your phrase is aligned nicely onto your case. Once you're pleased with that, you're going to stick them down very tightly with your hands. You don't want these letters to move because we will be spray painting it, and we want to guarantee that the paint doesn't seep through. Now for this step, I recommend doing this outside, or if you're going to do this indoors like I did, use a lot of newspapers to prevent any area from getting messy, and also use a mask. Follow the instructions on the case and shake very well. I'm going to be applying 2 coats of this to my case, and I used a matte black spray paint. You want to make sure to spray at quite a distance. Just read the instructions on the case and let this dry. As you can see, I made a mistake, which I did not film, but I sprayed it a little too close and that's what happened, but it's fine because I'm going over them with nail polish. Now you want to choose some of your favorite colors. The amount is all up to you. I just chose 4 of my favorite colors, and then I took the ends of straws and blew into the end of them to give it this desired splattered effect. What you can do is also just take the end of your paintbrush and splash it onto your case, or you can take an empty straw, and once all the paint is just splashed onto your case, you can blow at the end and it will give you that really cool messy paint splatter effect. Now from experience, I do recommend splatting the paint not so close to the stick-on letters because it is nail polish, which means it's a little more susceptible to peel off when you're removing the stickers. And then I just took the acrylic sealer from Mod Podge and sprayed it on to give it that glossy effect. You can use tweezers or your fingers to remove the letters once it is fully dry. I left this case overnight before I did the step, and as you can see, like I mentioned, some of the nail polish did peel off. But that's fine because you can always fix it with some nail polish or glue. And then once all the letters are removed, you can also add an additional coat of that acrylic spray, and there you go. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and remember guys, it does not have to be perfect. It is paint splatter after all. Now onto our chalkboard phrase case. You will need a clear crystal case, some chalkboard paint, a sponge, and a paper towel or anything to help you avoid a mess. Now I'm going to be applying 2 coats of the chalkboard paint onto my case. The directions say to wait 1 hour before you apply another layer, so that's what I did. A Q-tip can also be very helpful to help you clean up around the camera area and just holding your case. In all, I applied 2 coats onto my case, but you guys can apply as many coats as you like until you get that dark effect that you desire. Just remember to wait about an hour between coats, and then once that's complete, you can just take some chalk and draw onto your case every single day if you like to, or you can take a permanent chalkboard marker like I did, or some Sharpie markers. Now I decided to go for some metallic markers because that's the look I was going for, but you can use whichever color you desire. Then I went online and chose a word that I wanted to write onto my case. I ended up choosing the word blessed, and this is optional, but you can practice on a scrap piece of paper before actually writing the letter onto your case. And then once you're done, just write it as neatly as you possibly can. You can also write in script, whichever way you feel comfortable. And I just basically went over my word a couple of times to make it look very thick and just neat. Since I used chalkboard markers, I did not have to spray acrylic sealer over my case, but if you use any other markers, I definitely recommend that. And this is the final product. Now onto our melting ice cream inspired case. You'll need a case along with some fabric paint. I decided to go with a glow in the dark fabric paint. You can use regular ones. I also used just a hot pink paint, which is not glow in the dark. And then you're going to need a clear case and a paper towel. Now I'm just drawing a straight line to use somewhat as an outline, and then I'm taking some long lines and dripping it down my case. Just pretend like something is honestly dripping down your case. You're just going to make some long lines and make them thick, and because I want it to look really easy, you can scribble over it like I did. And yeah, also you can see I practiced some dripping marks onto a piece of paper because I wanted to create an ombre effect and a neater effect at the top of the case. So that's why you see me being a little more precise with this top part. And yeah, this looks like the case is pretty much melting, and I love how it turned out. I couldn't get it on camera, but the light pink part does glow in the dark, which is pretty awesome. Now on to our metallic tattoo inspired case. For this, you'll need some metallic tattoo designs along with a solid white case and some scissors. I must admit, finding your favorite design will be quite a dilemma, but once you find that, you're going to take a paper towel along with some water, and you're going to basically apply this to your case as you would to your skin. Remove the plastic part off the tattoo, then place it face down onto your case. Then you're going to take the paper towel and slightly moisten that with the water, and then carefully pat this down onto your case. Then once you have it pat down for about 30 to 45 seconds, carefully remove the paper part of the tattoo and reveal your design. If you'd like, you can go ahead and add some more designs to your case, but I decided to keep mine as is. Then you're going to want to take some clear acrylic spray and just spray that over your case to make sure that nothing slides off and everything stays in place. And there you go, your metallic tattoo case is complete. Alrighty guys, now on to our henna inspired case. You'll need a clear case, some fabric paint, and I recommend printing out some henna designs. As you can see, I'm just going back and forth until I pick which one's my favorite, and then once that's done, I'm going to take some tape and place that onto my case just to make sure that nothing slides off while I am drawing the design. And I'm just using this henna printout as my outline. It does not have to be perfect whatsoever. This design is extremely detailed, so just go ahead and freestyle. The good thing about fabric paint is if you mess up, you can always just move it away with your fingers or a paper towel and some warm water. And as you can see, I'm just using this, like I said, as an outline. Also, you should know that since this is a fabric paint, this will dry in a 3D effect, which means you can kind of feel it once it is fully dry. It has a puffy effect to it. And if you run into some empty space and you don't know how to fill up the gaps, you can also add some dots and some lines or squiggly lines like I did. And there you go. You want this to dry for 24 hours and you're left with this gorgeous henna case. I love this as well. Now onto our pizza inspired case, which is one of my faves. You're gonna need some Mod Podge, a clear crystal case, and a printout picture of your pizza slice. Just Google pizza clip art and you should be able to find a picture. Then I'm just going to place it onto the case before I glue it to see where I want it to be. Then once I've done that, I'm going to apply the Mod Podge onto the front part of my picture and then place it into my desired area. And then you're gonna let this dry. I absolutely love how this turned out. It just looks so gooey and I just want to slice the pizza every time I use this case. Alrighty, last but not least, we're going to be doing a Disney inspired case. You're going to want to print out a Disney character that's looking up and reaching towards something. Snow White and Jasmine from Aladdin are perfect examples. I chose Jasmine because she matched my case perfectly, and as you can see, she's holding a bird, and I printed out two different versions. You just have to play around with it till you get your desired size. Then I'm going to chop off that bird. You can use an X-Acto knife if you want to be really precise, but I was using fragile paper, so I didn't want to mess up too much. Then once I have the area that I think is perfect enough where it looks like she's holding the apple, I'm going to apply that Mod Podge onto the front of this picture, and then you're going to place it onto your case. I wasn't as precise as I thought, but honestly it was good enough and I love how it turned out. As you can see, I loved pretty much all my cases, but I hope you guys love them as well. Like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!